Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about Canada Immigration 5 good news. In 2024, Canada has introduced several significant updates to its immigration policies and programs, aiming to attract skilled workers and international students to contribute to the country's economy and diversity. Among these updates are changes to the eligibility criteria for various permits and draws conducted under provincial nominee programs, PNPs, and the express entry system. Notably, new criteria for the Canada Open Work Permit and the Post-Graduation Work Permit, PGWP, are set to come into effect, impacting aspiring immigrants and recent graduates planning to work or study in Canada. Additionally, the latest rounds of invitations in the Express Entry and British Columbia PNP draws offer opportunities for eligible candidates to apply for permanent residency. These developments reflect Canada's ongoing commitment to welcoming talented individuals from around the world. If you are interested in this topic, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. To work in Canada, foreign nationals require a work permit. There are two kinds of work permits, open work permits and closed work permits. A foreign national with an open work permit authorization can work in Canada for almost any employer and in any province. Closed work permits, on the other hand, are employer-specific and allow you to work for a specific company under certain restrictions. A Canadian employer does not need to provide you with a job offer or an LMIA if you have an open work permit. Additionally, an open work permit allows you to work up to 40 hours a week. However, the IRCC has specified 12 situations in which a person may apply for an open work permit. Who is eligible for an open work permit in Canada? An open work permit is only available under specific conditions, according to the IRCC, and you can be qualified if you fulfill the following. You may be eligible for an open work permit if you are 1. International students who completed their studies at an approved institution of higher learning are qualified for the Post-Graduation Work Permit program, except for students starting curriculum licensing agreement programs as of September 1, 2024. 2. A destitute international student, who is financially struggling and can no longer afford their education. 3. On a work permit that is employer-specific and are being mistreated or facing mistreatment because of your employment, then you can apply as an abused foreign worker. 4. An applicant who has already submitted a Canadian permanent residency application can apply for a bridging open work permit. 5. A family member who is dependent on an applicant for permanent residency. 6. A spouse, common law partner, or dependent child of a low or high-skilled worker as per the new criteria announced in 2023. 7. Either the spouse or common law partner of an international student enrolled in a professional degree program at a university, such as a master's or doctorate program, or one of the following at a polytechnic institution: dental surgery doctor, DDS, DMD, Juris Doctor or Bachelor of Law, LLB, JAD, BCL, medical doctor, MD, Doctor of Pharmacy, PharmD, BS, BSc, Pharm, Doctor of Optometry, OD, Veterinary Medicine Doctor, DVM, Nursing Bachelor of Science, BSCN, BSN, or BNSC, Education Bachelor's Degree, B.Ed, Engineering Bachelor's Degree, B.Eng, B.E., BSc. 8. Either the common law spouse or the spouse of a candidate for the Atlantic Immigration Program. 9. A protected person, a refugee claimant, or a member of their family. 10. Subject to an unenforceable order of removal. 11. Possess a temporary residency permit. 12. A young employee taking part in designated programs. It is important to note that open work permit holders are not allowed to work for one of the employers who are ineligible due to their failure to comply with the conditions, as well as for the employers that provide services such as sensual massages, escort services, striptease, or erotic dance. General work permits eligibility requirements. There are requirements you must fulfill while applying for an open work visa, depending on where you are at the time. Regardless of your location or the type of work visa you're applying for, you must nonetheless fulfill the following standards. 1. Prove to an immigration officer in your application that you will leave Canada when your work permit expires. 2. Demonstrate that you have enough money to maintain your family and yourself while you are in Canada and when you go back home. 3. Abide by the law and maintain a clean record, as you might be required to provide a police clearance. 4. Not jeopardize Canada's security. 5. Maintain good health and, if necessary, get a medical exam to apply. 6. Have no desire to work for an establishment that frequently offers sensual massages, exotic dancing, striptease, or escort services. 7. Ready to provide additional documents, if the officer asks for more documentation to verify your eligibility. How can I apply for a work permit? Depending on where you live, there are several guidelines for applying for a work permit, whether you choose to apply for a work permit at a port of entry, POE, or from outside of Canada depends on your preferences. Latest Express Entry Draw 2024, new rounds of invitations. The latest Express Entry Draw on March 26 sent out 1,500 permanent residency invitations targeting profiles with high proficiency in French and ACRS score of 388. On March 25, 1,980 invitations to apply, ETAs, were sent in a general round of invitations to profiles with a CRS score of 524 or above. Also on March 13, Canada announced the first transport-targeted express entry draw for 2024. 975 invitations to apply, ETAs, were issued to profiles with a CRS score of 430 or above and at least 6 months of experience in one of the 10 transport occupations. Previously, on March 12, the IRCC issued 2,850 invitations to apply, ETAs, in a general draw, considering all the candidates in the pool with a CRS score of 525 or above. March witnessed several express entry draws, each with its unique characteristics and outcomes. March 25, 2024, General Draw. This draw encompassed all programs under express entry. A total of 1,980 candidates received invitations to apply for permanent residency. The comprehensive ranking system cutoff stood at 524 points. The tie-breaking rule was set for February 25, 2024, at 14:42 and 38 seconds UTC. March 13, 2024, targeted draw for transport occupations. This draw specifically targeted 10 transport occupations. A total of 975 candidates in these occupations were invited to apply. The CRS cutoff for this draw was 430 points. The tie-breaking rule was set on draws in July 31, 2023, at 13:27 and 26 seconds UTC. March 12, 2024, General Draw. Similar to the March 25 draw, this was a general draw applicable to all express entry programs. A substantial number of 2,850 candidates received invitations. The CRS cutoff was 525 points. Notably, the tie-breaking rule for this draw coincided with the draw date itself, set on March 12, 2024, at 15:56 and 42 seconds UTC. These draws indicate the varying strategies employed by the Canadian immigration authorities to manage the influx of candidates and address specific labour market needs. Candidates should closely monitor these trends to strategize their immigration plans effectively. Below are the comprehensive details of the express entry draws that took place in February 2024. On February 29, 2024, targeted draw for French proficiency. This draws targeted profiles with high proficiency in French. A total of 2,400 candidates meeting this criterion received invitations. The comprehensive ranking system, CRS, cutoff for this draw was 336 points. The tie-breaking rule was set on January 18, 2024, at 9:15 and 46 seconds UTC. February 28, 2024, General Draw. This draw encompassed all programs under express entry. 1,470 candidates were invited to apply for permanent residency. The CRS cutoff stood at 534 points. Tie-breaking rule, January 16, 2024, at 3:51 and 5 seconds UTC. February 16, 2024, targeted draw for agriculture and agri-food occupations. Targeted specifically for 35 occupations related to agriculture and agri-food sectors. Only 150 candidates in these occupations received invitations. The CRS cutoff was 437 points. Tie-breaking rule, January 29, 2024, at 3:32 and 58 seconds UTC. February 14, 2024, targeted draw for healthcare occupations. Focused on 35 healthcare occupations. A substantial number of 3,500 candidates were invited. The CRS cutoff for this draw was 422 points. Tie-breaking rule, January 30, 2024, at 2:39 and 54 seconds UTC. February 13, 2024, General Draw. A general draw applicable to all express entry programs. Invited 1,490 candidates to apply for permanent residency. The CRS cutoff stood at 535 points. Tie-breaking rule, February 11, 2024, at 15:26 and 56 seconds UTC. February 1, 2024, targeted draw for French proficiency. Another draw targets profiles with high proficiency in French. A significant number of 7,000 candidates received invitations. The CRS cutoff was 365 points. Tie-breaking rule, September 8, 2023, at 9:47 and 27 seconds UTC. Additionally, for historical reference, the page also lists all express entry draws since 2015 and provides a prediction for the next draw, aiding candidates in planning their immigration strategies effectively. The latest Express Entry Comprehensive Ranking System (CRS) score distribution for candidates is as follows. CRS score range 601-1200, 987 candidates. CRS score range 501 to 600, 10,342 candidates. CRS score range 451 to 500, 60,488 candidates. Within this range, CRS score range 491 to 500, 8,294 candidates. CRS score range 481 to 490, 10,683 candidates. CRS score range 471 to 480, 17,105 candidates. CRS score range 461 to 470, 13,218 candidates. CRS score range 451 to 460, 11,188 candidates. CRS score range 401 to 450, 50,882 candidates. Within this range, CRS score range 441 to 450, 10,172 candidates. CRS score range 431 to 440, 10,309 candidates. CRS score range 421 to 430, 9,296 candidates. CRS score range 411 to 420, 10,610 candidates. CRS score range 401 to 410, 10,495 candidates. CRS score range 351 to 400, 55,586 candidates. CRS score range 301 to 350, 28,287 candidates. CRS score range 0 to 300, 5,390 candidates. Total candidates, 211,962. This distribution provides insights into the competitiveness of the Express Entry system and helps candidates gauge their chances of receiving an invitation to apply for permanent residency based on their CRS scores. Here's a summary of the CRS score trend in 2023 across different immigration programs. Agriculture and Agri-Food draw. Total invitations, 1,000. Average CRS score, 370. Lowest CRS score, 354. Highest CRS score, 386. Transport targeted draw. Total invitations, 1,670. Average CRS score, 435. Lowest CRS score, 435. Highest CRS score, 435. Trades targeted draw. Total invitations, 2,500. Average CRS score, 406.5. Lowest CRS score, 388. Highest CRS score, 425. Targeted draw for French speakers. Total invitations, 8,700. Average CRS score, 446. Lowest CRS score, 375. Highest CRS score, 486. STEM targeted draw. Total invitations, 6,400. Average CRS score, 483. Lowest CRS score, 481. Highest CRS score, 486. Healthcare targeted draw. Total invitations, 5,600. Average CRS score, 456. Lowest CRS score, 431. Highest CRS score, 476. No program specified. Total invitations, 76,700. Average CRS score, 502. Lowest CRS score, 481. Highest CRS score, 561. Provincial Nominee Program. Total invitations, 4,396. Average CRS score, 748. Lowest CRS score, 691. Highest CRS score, 791. Federal Skilled Worker. Total invitations, 3,300. Average CRS score, 489. Lowest CRS score, 489. Highest CRS score, 489. These statistics provide insight into the CRS score trends for various immigration programs in 2023, showcasing the competitiveness and specific targeting strategies employed by Canadian immigration authorities. Analysis and Next Express Entry Draw 2024 Prediction, updated every Friday. With the IRCC's focus on targeted express entry draws in 2024, the CRS cutoff score is expected to stay on the higher side of 520 plus for general or all program rounds of invitations. Among category-based draws, it is anticipated that French-focused draws will be more frequent as compared to other categories. The CRS cutoff score is estimated to be low in this draw for francophones as well as in the agriculture, transport, and trade draws. So the picture has almost become clearer on the implementation of targeted draws and the continuation of all program draws. IRCC express entry draws continue to be competitive and there seems to be no hope for profiles with a CRS score less than 520 in general draws, until or unless IRCC holds a massive draw. Profiles with less than 520 CRS scores should focus on improving their profile by getting a certificate of qualification, improving language scores, gaining more experience, etc. We still expect that IRCC will continue no program specified and targeted draws this year in the upcoming weeks. Among the category-based draws, we are now expecting to see significant size STEM targeted draws, along with general draws. We expect that express entry draws for transport, agriculture/agri-food, and trades would be less frequent as compared to the francophone category. For all program draws, we are expecting the CRS cutoff score to be around 530 plus in upcoming rounds of invitations. An important thing to watch out for is the number of rounds of invitations in the upcoming weeks, which will determine the CRS cutoffs. There are entry 6-month high chances of another STEM and healthcare targeted round of invitations in the upcoming draws. Our general advice: check out the complete list of 100 professions that can receive 50 extra CRS points for a certificate of qualification, which the IRCC updated on September 8, 2023. Our advice for eligible applicants continues: to create their express entry profile as soon as possible, even if their occupation is not on the list of targeted categories, and then try for PNPs. If you are someone already with a valid profile in the express entry pool, but your spouse has at least 6 months experience in one of these 82 eligible occupations for targeted draws and your overall CRS score is less than 520, then make them your primary applicant, even if your overall CRS score drops to near 450. Candidates with at least 6 months experience in one of these occupations who have not yet created a profile, what are you waiting for? Create your profile ASAP. Here's the updated CRS scored prediction for various immigration programs as of the latest update. 1. Transport targeted draw, CRS cutoff, 430. 2. French focus draw, CRS cutoff, 340. 3. STEM targeted draw, CRS cutoff, 490. 4. Healthcare targeted draw, CRS cutoff, 435. 5. Provincial nominee program, PNP, CRS cutoff, 760. 6. No program specified, CRS cutoff, 520 plus, variable and subject to change. 7. Canadian Experience Class, CEC, not expected to have a specific CRS cutoff provided in the prediction. 8. Federal Skilled Trades, FST, not enough latest data available for prediction. Please note that these predictions are subject to change and may vary based on various factors, including the number of applicants, program-specific quotas, and changes in immigration policies. Updates are provided every Friday to reflect the latest trends and data available. Here are the latest express entry processing times as of March 2024, along with a comparison to the previous week. Current processing times, March 2024. Canadian Experience Class, CEC, 5 months. Federal Skilled Worker Program, FSWP, 6 months. Federal Skilled Trades Program, FSTP, increased though this has not been updated by IRCC since March 1 as there could be no application in processing for FSTP as of now. Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, via Express Entry, 7 months. Comparison with previous week, March 2024. 1. Canadian Experience Class, CEC, no change from the previous week. 2. Federal Skilled Worker Program, FSWP, no change from the previous week. 3. Federal Skilled Trades Program, FSTP, no update provided since March 1. 4. Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, via express entry, no change from the previous week. These processing times provide applicants with an estimate of how long it may take for their express entry applications to be processed by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC. It's important to note that processing times can vary depending on various factors, including the volume of applications received and individual circumstances. Latest British Columbia PNP Draw 2024, British Columbia PNP Draws. The latest British Columbia PNP Draw on March 26 sent out more than 126 invitations to apply, ETAs, for permanent residency, PR, in targeted rounds of invitations. In a targeted British Columbia PNP Draw for 35 tech occupations, 47 invites have been sent out under both the Express Entry and British Columbia PNP Skills Immigration streams, as well as the entry-level and semi-skilled streams. Furthermore, 28 invites have been sent to profiles that have experience as early childhood educators, assistants or instructors, not 42,202. Moreover, only 21 applicants with experience in 25 construction-related occupations were invited for British Columbia's new category-based draw, introduced in late 2023. Additionally, 30 profiles created with experience in 39 healthcare-related occupations received invitations to apply for permanent residency. The cutoff score increases significantly among all the targeted draws as compared to the previous British Columbia PNP targeted draw on March 12. Latest British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, Draw, March 26, 2024. On March 26, 2024, the British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, conducted its latest draw, inviting candidates from various streams based on their occupations and scores. Childcare, Early Childhood Educators and Assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, Skilled Worker, International Graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 85. Number of invitations, 28. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 90. Number of invitations, 21. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 85. Number of invitations, 30. Targeting 35 tech occupations. Minimum score, 114. Number of invitations, 47. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 85. Number of invitations, less than 5. In this draw, a diverse range of occupations was targeted, reflecting the province's priorities and demands. Candidates with expertise in childcare, construction, healthcare, technology, and veterinary care were among those invited to apply for provincial nomination. This draw underscores British Columbia's commitment to welcoming skilled individuals who can contribute to its labour market and economic growth across various sectors. Latest British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, Draw, March 19, 2024. The British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, conducted its draw on March 19, 2024, inviting candidates across various streams based on their occupations and scores. General Stream, Skilled Worker, minimum score 125, number of invitations 88. Skilled Worker, EE British Columbia option, minimum score 125. International Graduate, minimum score 125. International Graduate, EE British Columbia option, minimum score 125. Entry-level and semi-skilled stream, minimum score, 98. Childcare, Early Childhood Educators and Assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, Skilled Worker, International Graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 80. Number of invitations, 27. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 85. Number of invitations, 21. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 80. Number of invitations, 30. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 80. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw demonstrates the province's commitment to inviting skilled individuals across various sectors to contribute to British Columbia's workforce and economic prosperity. Candidates from different skill levels, including entry-level and semi-skilled, were given opportunities alongside those in specialized fields like childcare, construction, healthcare, and veterinary care. The British Columbia PNP continues to play a crucial role in facilitating the immigration of talented individuals who can address the labour market needs of the province. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, Draw, March 12, 2024. The British Columbia PNP held its draw on March 12, 2024, inviting candidates from a variety of streams based on their occupations and scores. Childcare, Early Childhood Educators and Assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, Skilled Worker, International Graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, 54. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 80. Number of invitations, 30. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, 38. Targeting 35 tech occupations. Minimum score, 113. Number of invitations, 65. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw exemplifies the province's focus on addressing labor market demands across various sectors. Invitations were extended to candidates in crucial fields such as childcare, construction, healthcare, technology, and veterinary care by targeting occupations with different skill sets. The British Columbia PNP aims to attract a diverse range of skilled individuals who can contribute to British Columbia's economy and community development. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, draw, March 5, 2024. On March 5, 2024, the British Columbia PNP conducted its draw, welcoming candidates from a diverse array of streams based on their occupations and corresponding scores. General stream, Skilled Worker, minimum score 126, number of invitations 54. Skilled Worker, EE British Columbia option, minimum score 126. International Graduate, minimum score 126. International Graduate, EE British Columbia option, minimum score 126. Entry-level and semi-skilled stream, minimum score, 99. Childcare, Early Childhood Educators and Assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, Skilled Worker, International Graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 70. Number of invitations, 32. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 80. Number of invitations, 30. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 70. Number of invitations, 39. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 70. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw underscores British Columbia's commitment to attracting skilled individuals across various sectors, including childcare, construction, healthcare, and veterinary care by targeting both highly skilled and entry-level positions. The British Columbia PNP aims to meet the diverse labor market needs of the province, ensuring its economic growth and development. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, draw, February 27, 2024. The British Columbia PNP conducted its draw on February 27, 2024, extending invitations to candidates from various streams based on their occupations and corresponding scores. Childcare, Early Childhood Educators and Assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, Skilled Worker, International Graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 65. Number of invitations, 45. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 80. Number of invitations, 12. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 65. Number of invitations, 41. Targeting 35 tech occupations. Minimum score, 108. Number of invitations, 90. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 65. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw highlights British Columbia's proactive approach in addressing the workforce needs across various sectors. Candidates in critical fields such as childcare, construction, healthcare, technology, and veterinary care were invited to apply for provincial nomination by targeting occupations with different skill sets. The British Columbia PNP aims to attract a diverse pool of talented individuals who can contribute to the province's economic growth and societal well-being. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, draw, February 21, 2024. The British Columbia PNP conducted its draw on February 21, 2024, inviting candidates from various streams based on their occupations and corresponding scores. General stream, Skilled Worker, minimum score 126, number of invitations 102. Skilled Worker, EE British Columbia option, minimum score 126. International Graduate, minimum score 126. International Graduate, EE British Columbia option, minimum score 126. Entry-level and semi-skilled stream. Minimum score, 99. Childcare, early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, skilled worker, international graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 70. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, 32. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 41. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw demonstrates British Columbia's commitment to welcoming skilled individuals across various sectors, including childcare, construction, healthcare, and veterinary care. The British Columbia PNP's approach in targeting both highly skilled and entry-level positions reflects its goal of addressing the province's labour market needs and supporting economic growth through immigration. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, draw, February 13, 2024. The British Columbia PNP held its draw on February 13, 2024, extending invitations to candidates from diverse streams based on their occupations and corresponding scores. Childcare, early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, skilled worker, international graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 54. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, 27. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 41. Targeting 35 tech occupations. Minimum score, 108. Number of invitations, 77. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw underscores British Columbia's proactive approach in addressing the workforce requirements across various sectors. Candidates in essential fields such as childcare, construction, healthcare, technology, and veterinary care were invited to apply for provincial nomination. By targeting occupations with different skill sets, the British Columbia PNP aims to attract a diverse pool of talented individuals who can contribute to the province's economic growth and social well-being. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, draw, February 6, 2024. On February 6, 2024, the British Columbia PNP conducted its draw, inviting candidates from various streams based on their occupations and corresponding scores. General stream, skilled worker, minimum score 122, number of invitations 102. Skilled worker, EE British Columbia option, minimum score 122. International graduate, minimum score 122. International graduate, EE British Columbia option, minimum score 122. Entry-level and semi-skilled stream. Minimum score, 97. Childcare, early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, skilled worker, international graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 46. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, 26. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 39. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw reflects British Columbia's commitment to attracting skilled individuals across various sectors, including childcare, construction, healthcare, and veterinary care. The British Columbia PNP aims to address the province's labour market needs by targeting both highly skilled and entry-level positions, thus fostering economic growth and community development through immigration. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, draw, January 30, 2024. The British Columbia PNP held its draw on January 30, 2024, extending invitations to candidates from various streams based on their occupations and corresponding scores. Childcare, early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, skilled worker, international graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 49. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, 29. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 27. Targeting 35 tech occupations. Minimum score, 103. Number of invitations, 89. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw demonstrates British Columbia's ongoing efforts to address its labor market needs across various sectors. Invitations were extended to skilled individuals in critical fields such as childcare, construction, healthcare, technology, and veterinary care. By targeting occupations with different skill sets, the British Columbia PNP aims to attract a diverse range of talented individuals who can contribute to the province's economic growth and societal well-being. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, Draw, January 23, 2024. On January 23, 2024, the British Columbia PNP conducted its draw, inviting candidates from various streams based on their occupations and corresponding scores. General stream. Skilled worker, minimum score 120, number of invitations 79. Skilled worker, express entry option, minimum score 120. International graduate, minimum score 120. International graduate, express entry option, minimum score 120. Entry level and semi-skilled stream. Minimum score, 98. Childcare, early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, skilled worker, international graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 66. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, 34. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 36. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw reflects British Columbia's commitment to addressing its labor market needs by inviting skilled individuals from various sectors. Candidates in essential fields such as childcare, construction, healthcare and veterinary care were given opportunities to apply for a provincial nomination. The British Columbia PNP continues to play a vital role in facilitating the immigration of talented individuals who can contribute to the province's economic growth and community development. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, Draw, January 16, 2024. On January 16, 2024, the British Columbia PNP conducted its draw, inviting candidates from various streams based on their occupations and corresponding scores. Childcare, early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, skilled worker, international graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 53. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, 20. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 29. Targeting 35 tech occupations. Minimum score, 103. Number of invitations, 91. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw highlights British Columbia's proactive approach to addressing its labor market needs across various sectors. Skilled individuals in critical fields such as childcare, construction, healthcare, technology and veterinary care were invited to apply for a provincial nomination. The British Columbia PNP continues to play a crucial role in attracting talented individuals who can contribute to the province's economic growth and societal well-being. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, British Columbia PNP, Draw, January 10, 2024. On January 10, 2024, the British Columbia PNP held its draw, extending invitations to candidates from various streams based on their occupations and corresponding scores. General stream, skilled worker, minimum score 120, number of invitations 110. Skilled worker, express entry option, minimum score 120. International graduate, minimum score 120. International graduate, express entry option, minimum score 120. Entry level and semi-skilled stream, minimum score, 100. Childcare, early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42,202. Stream, skilled worker, international graduate, includes EE British Columbia option. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 113. Targeting 25 construction occupations. Minimum score, 75. Number of invitations, 74. Targeting 39 healthcare occupations. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, 75. Veterinary care. Minimum score, 60. Number of invitations, less than 5. This draw underscores British Columbia's commitment to addressing its labour market needs by inviting skilled individuals from various sectors. Candidates in essential fields such as childcare, construction, healthcare, and veterinary care were given opportunities to apply for provincial nomination, contributing to the province's economic growth and community development. New IRCC Backlog Update, 2.1 million files under processing. The Canada immigration backlog continues to remain a major issue, according to the most recent IRCC Backlog Update released on March 25, 2024, according to Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC. There were a total of 2,126,200 applications under processing as of February 29, 2024. Out of these, 899,150 were backlogs, meaning they were being processed outside of the normal IRCC processing service standards. Although the backlog has improved among all the citizenship, immigration, and temporary visa categories as compared to the January 2024 update, it still remains high. Here's the month-on-month change as per the new Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, Backlog Update. Citizenship. Backlog as of February 29, 48,400. Backlog as of January 31, 49,800. Difference since January 31, minus 1,400. Percentage change since January 31, minus 2.81%. Permanent residence. Backlog as of February 29, 304,300. Backlog as of January 31, 309,300. Difference since January 31, minus 5,000. Percentage change since January 31, minus 1.62%. Temporary residence. Backlog as of February 29, 546,500. Backlog as of January 31, 570,900. The difference since January 31, minus 24,400. Percentage change since January 31, minus 4.27%. Total. Backlog as of February 29, 899,200. Backlog as of January 31, 930,000. The difference since January 31, minus 30,800. Percentage change since January 31, minus 3.31%. These figures demonstrate the changes in backlogs across different application types from January 31 to February 29. There has been a decrease in the backlog for citizenship and permanent residence applications, while there has been a larger decrease in the backlog for temporary residence applications overall. There has been a decrease in the total backlog during this period. The backlog for temporary residency applications has improved the most, dropping by more than 4%. However, the backlog for study permit applications has jumped significantly to the highest level in the last 2 years, at 43%. Here's the overview of application processing within service standards, indicating improvements from January 31 to February 29. Citizenship. Within service standards, February 29, 215,000. Within service standards, January 31, 217,600. Percentage change since January 31, minus 1.19%. Permanent residence. Within service standards, February 29, 413,400. Within service standards, January 31, 413,200. Percentage change since January 31, 0.05%. Temporary residence. Within service standards, February 29, 598,650. Within service standards, January 31, 627,600. Percentage change since January 31, minus 4.61%. Total. Within service standards, February 29, 1,227,050. Within service standards, January 31, 1,258,400. Percentage change since January 31, minus 2.49%. These figures indicate improvements in processing times for citizenship, permanent residence, and temporary residence applications within service standards. Notably, there has been a decrease in the total number of applications within service standards, suggesting progress in reducing processing backlogs and meeting the needs of applicants awaiting final decisions on their files. All the IRCC backlog updates since January 2023, the implications of the immigration backlog. The implications of the Canadian immigration backlog go beyond delayed processing timeframes. Prolonged uncertainty might disrupt candidates' goals, careers, and personal lives. causing anxiety and dissatisfaction. Many people rely on prompt immigration decisions to pursue job opportunities and educational goals, or to reunite with family members who already live in Canada. As a result, the backlog may impede Canada's capacity to attract and retain talented individuals, which are critical for economic growth and innovation. Furthermore, the backlog disproportionately impacts vulnerable groups, such as refugees and asylum seekers escaping persecution or violence. Long processing periods not only extend their wait for safety and stability but also raise the possibility of exploitation and instability. Additionally, families separated by immigration barriers face mental distress and financial burdens as they navigate the lengthy reunification procedure. From an economic standpoint, the backlog reduces Canada's competitiveness in the global talent market. Skilled professionals, entrepreneurs, and inventors may seek out alternative countries with more efficient immigration regimes, depriving Canada of significant human capital and experience. Furthermore, organizations that rely on overseas labor confront difficulties in hiring and maintaining international talent, limiting productivity and innovation in critical industries. The Canadian immigration backlog is a complex issue that has far-reaching consequences for individuals, communities, and the country as a whole. While clearing the backlog will necessitate concerted efforts and systemic improvements, it also provides an opportunity for Canada to reassert its commitment to immigration as a key component of its identity and success. By stressing efficiency, fairness, and inclusivity in its immigration policies and processes, Canada can maintain its reputation as a friendly and aspirational destination for people from all over the world seeking a better life. New Canada PGWP eligibility criteria is now effective May 15. On March 22, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, provided an update on the change in the new Post-Graduation Work Permit, PGWP, requirements effective date. Initially, IRCC announced on January 22, 2024, that international graduates of college programs offered through a public-private curriculum licensing partnership will no longer be eligible for a Post-Graduation Work Permit, PGWP, effective September 1, 2024. However, IRCC has now updated that they are moving the previously stated effective date for this new PGWP rule to May 15, 2024, rather than September 1, 2024. This implies that foreign students enrolled in public-private curriculum licensing partnership programs starting on May 15, 2024, or later will not be qualified for a post-graduation work permit. It is being reported that IRCC decided to move the effective date because some of these institutions moved up their fall admission to June or August to avoid new PGWP changes announced at the beginning of 2024. What are curriculum licensing agreements, public-private partnerships? Through these curriculum licensing agreements, students can earn their diplomas from programs offered by private career colleges on behalf of public universities that qualify for the PGWP. According to new IRCC rules, these programs are not eligible for PGWP, with two exceptions listed below. Exception 1. Curriculum licensing agreements made inside the same province. International students might qualify for a PGWP if, before May 15, 2024, they were enrolled in a program of study at a private college that was administered on behalf of a public institution in the same province. However, students won't qualify for a PGWP if they start one of these programs on or after May 15, 2024. Exception 2. Curriculum licensing agreements between the province. International students might qualify for a PGWP if, on or before January 31, 2023, they started a program of study at a private college that is offering instruction on behalf of a public college in a different province. However, students cannot apply for a PGWP if they start one of these programs after February 1, 2023. Canada PGWP eligibility scenarios. The study program in which an international student is enrolled must meet the specific requirements. For a student to be eligible for a PGWP, they need to be in one of the following scenarios. In eligibility scenarios for PGWPs, you cannot obtain a PGWP if any one of the below-listed scenarios applies to an international student. 1. Possess a research permit that ended more than 180 days prior to your application. 2. Previously obtained a PGWP. 3. Studied a second language, either French or English. 4. Completed courses in self-improvement or general interest. 5. Took part in the Global Affairs Canada-funded Government of Canada Awards Program, GAC. 6. Have obtained financial support from GAC. 7. Received the Equal Opportunity Scholarship, Canada-Chile. 8. Took part in the Organization of American States Fellowships. 9. Participated in the Canada-Chile Scholars Exchanges Program. 10. Completed the majority of the study program through correspondence, e-learning, or online courses. 11. Finished a study program at a Canadian non-Canadian institution. 12. You completed a course or study program at ADLI for which you are not eligible for the PGWP. This also includes a curriculum licensing agreement, also known as a P3 or public-private partnership, that runs courses taught on behalf of ADLI that qualify for the PGWP. That is all for today. In this video, what are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next episode. Till then, take care.